EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the New York Jets. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for another installment of the NFL International Series. We are underway from North London. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Nix sliding out of the pocket. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Here's 2nd and 10. Nix to throw again. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll go play action with Nix. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. One play action. Fields. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll run with Hall. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Here we go.
Fields. Throw left side, complete. That's Hall. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with fourth down now looming.
Fourth and goal.
The Folks kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we know all about the importance of this ball game. Sure, we're still just in the middle part of the season, but this one you feel could have ramifications down the line.
Right now you're looking at these two teams as being the number 1 and 2 seeds in the NFC, and I know it's a little early to start worrying about seeding and such, but let's face it, if these two meet again, the winner of this game could be the one hosting that game that they play down the road.
Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first and 10. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
This is second and 8. Now it's Nix. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Nix to the air. A short throw to Ingram. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
To throw, here's Nix. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bo Nix, a 21-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Lutz good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a second and 10.
Extend. Don't jump. Ready? 319. Let's cut. Hey, never mind. Monday. What's right? Stop.
Here's Fields. This one to the former Bronco. It's Noah Fant. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. 319. Can I do that? 11. Go.
A shotgun snap. Fields. Over the middle to Smith. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Jets had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year, and they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here we go. Hey, 258. Chips clear. Right.
Here's Fields. There's Hall bringing in another one. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
319. Angel.
Out of the gun, Fields. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And this one is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Second and 10. To throw is Nix. Dancing to his left. A throw on the run. that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. Forced out to his left. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. On fourth down, out is the rookie sixth-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to punt. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 10. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
West right, hit. Here we go. Good. Hey, never mind. 331. 331. West right. Go.
Fields now to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Choke. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
On play action, here's Nix. He'll buy some time right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Nix going to give to Harvey. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Nix. Steps away to his left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for it, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. Is able to set up his offense pretty for the 1st and goal.
What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Throwing Nix. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Bo Nix in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Broncos 21, Jets 3. Bill
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Buying time to his left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Oh, here we go, son. 319, get that. Hey, 10.
Now it's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Back to throw, Fields. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Paul want to give up the middle. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Hey, never mind, Monday. Come on, son. Hey, 551.
Off play action, Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Nice, go.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's 2nd and 7.
EQ. Here we go. Alpha. You got a mini base. Watch that.
Now Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Don't jump. Ready? 319 right tonight. What's right? Easy. Right.
To throw is Fields. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Here we go, son. 58, jump start. 11. Tonight.
They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix setting up a screen for Harvey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards.
Another big play right there. This is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Nick's going to tap this forward. Wow, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Here's Nix once more. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Abdul Carter in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun. Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
2nd and 11. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Off the play fake, Nix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Lutz good on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Bronco 80.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Come on. 18 Cardinal. Go. Check. Top low, 18.
the middle, Nwogu. And he stopped immediately there. Credit the tackle to Brandon Jones. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
70 Timberwolves, 19 Lions.
Now Taylor. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Warriors 70. Go.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Taylor will throw again. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
60 Eagles, 60, Mustang 19.
To throw is Taylor. They'll find Lazard here over the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
1 yard pickup brings up 3rd.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
70, ready. Cowboy 80. 65 catch, 65.
Again, it's Taylor. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Dragon 60.
Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
24-yard line.
Once more with Harvey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
On the give, it's Harvey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters